The Love Revolution 2022 is real. It is happening. It's been happening for quite some time now, but most people were unaware of it because of the low vibrational entities that control the world. The people in power took every single person's power and used it against them. They took our power and made us feel powerless. Now, more and more people are awakening to their true potential. They are reclaiming their power and they are creating change on this world. That change is only happening through the frequency of love. Love is the highest frequency that there is. You don't need a partner to feel love. You don't need any material items to feel love. You could be homeless, living in a box with no clothes, no car, a minimal amount of food, a minimal amount of water, and you can still feel the love I am speaking of. The love I am speaking of lives within you. The love I speak of creates your higher self. Our higher selves are our connection with the universe. The universe is alive and the universe is speaking to each and every one of us. It speaks in many ways. The synchronicities you see with numbers is the universe speaking with you and guiding you. Your inner self, when you cut out all distractions and quieten the outside world, is the universe. Our inner selves is our higher selves, and our higher self is the universe living through us. God and the universe are the same thing. God is not a being. God is not a person. God is a frequency, the frequency of love. Love is our creator, and we were all put on this earth for a purpose, and that was so we can make our creation love. We are all meant to be creating something we love. We're all meant to be creating love that fills the world with more love. We are meant to just generate love. We're not meant to generate war. We're not meant to generate evil. We're not meant to generate hatred or racism or any of that negative stuff. We were all meant to create love from the beginning of time. The story of Adam and Eve. They were meant to love the tree that bared the fruit. They weren't meant to just take the fruit because that creates greed. They were meant to love the tree that grew the fruit. And then when it was time to harvest the tree for the fruit, then they could have ate plenty. But they didn't. They chose to take before it was ready. They choose to take without gratitude and potentially created the world we live in today, where greed governs the world. Love was meant to govern the world from the beginning of time. The thing in you that the world needs is your love. It needs you to harness all of the love within you, and it needs you to step forward with the intentions of creating love. When you speak to people, make sure those words are coming from a place of love. When you listen to people, make sure you're listening with empathy. When you're giving to people, give without expecting anything in return. And when you take with a grateful heart. It's simple. If we all do these simple things, we will bring the frequency of love into existence. And when that frequency of love comes into existence, it will chase out all the low vibrational energies that are weighing the world down. These low vibrational energies are just love vibrating at the lowest level. And the more we bring love into the world, the more those low frequencies will have no choice but to vibrate higher. And if they can't vibrate higher, they just cease to exist. They will just disappear, because when love creates the path, there is no room for evil. There is a war going on right now, which is not physical, it is mental. And it's the war between good and bad. You have to fight whatever badness is within you to get the good flowing effortlessly. Now, I'm not saying these bad energies are something we should run away from. They're not. There's something we need to acknowledge. They are something we need to be aware of, because the more aware you are of the negatives, the more we can say, no, that's not how we want to live. We've got to be aware of the bad energies in order to create the good. We are creating the good through love. That is the only thing we need. If this world was created through love, when Jesus tried to get it into motion, we would have all been born into a complete different world. We would have been born into a world where everybody was equal, everybody was free, everybody was peaceful, everybody was calm and serene and empowered in a way where the people know that we are all one, because we are. Every living thing is one. Not one person should be above another. Not one person should be able to call all the shots for every other person. That's not the way. We are all one, and every single person's best interest needs to be in the center of the heart that is ruling the world. Because when the people aren't cared about, it creates a sort of world we are living in today. And there is so much suffering, there is so much pain, there is so much anger. And it's the world that man has produced. And I'm not talking about just men, I'm talking about like the species of mankind. It is the world we have produced. And believe it or not, this world was produced because of the death of Jesus. Jesus tried to get the love revolution into our way of living. He got destroyed for that, because it went against everything that the people in power were trying to create. So the death of Jesus paved the way to this present moment, but it also paved the way for the Love Revolution 2022. This is the return of Christ's consciousness. This is the return of Christ's heart. This movement cannot be stopped. This movement is growing day by day. More people are becoming aware. More people are waking up. More people are seeing the light. This is an amazing movement, because back when Jesus was alive, it was just Jesus. It was just Jesus that saw the light, and he was just trying to educate everyone else and trying to teach them how they can embrace it and see it themselves, and how they can feel all this love that they need within them, and how they don't have to suffer the way they did. And now, in this day and age, there are people all over the world who live with Christ's consciousness. They live with the Christ light. This does not mean they are religious. Religion is something we don't need. Religion is man-made. Religion is made for fear purposes, for control purposes. We don't need that. So please, when I say Jesus or when I say God, please don't let your mind go to religion, because I am not religious. I don't believe in religion. I can't stand religion. It is false. It is a lie. Jesus and God are all about freedom. They're all about just being. And God is not a being either. God is an entity. God is something that lives within us. God is the universe. That universe lives within us through our higher selves, through our inner selves. We are the universe experiencing itself in human form. We are the creators of life. We are the creators of everything we want to create. We are the creators. It's time to create a life we all love. It's time to create the unimaginable, because it is mind-blowing. At the moment, the media, the mainstream media, the government, and everyone in power, they have fit us all into a box. They have drilled this box full of fear. They continue to do this because we're all allowing it to happen. They are giving us food that is literally poisoning us. They are poisoning us. And we're all happy to go along with it. But why? Why are so many people oblivious? Why are so many people happy to go along with the system put in place? It's because they fear change. They fear the unknown. They fear what they cannot see. But it's fine. I don't lose my patience with these people anymore, because we are all one. And there was a stage in my life where, although I've always been aware and I've always seen through the illusion, there was a time in my life where I doubted all the work I'm doing now. I doubted everything that I am speaking about, because I couldn't see it, because I was being shown the world we live in and being told this is the way life is, and if you don't like it, you gotta lump it, and it's tough shit. Well, I'm telling you now, that is wrong. We get to create the life we love, and I love my personal life. I'm in love with my life as an individual, but my place in this world as one is something I don't like, and it's because of the systems put in place. We are forced to live in the struggle, and we are forced to live in the struggle because it keeps the ones in power with power. They want us to live the most cruddy life because it keeps them in power. It's time to stand up against these people now and say, your show is over. Your narrative is over. Your programming is over. The shit show you call life is over. I know that this is happening because I can see it. I see visions of the world, how it's going to be. I feel it. I feel as though it's already here. We've just got to get everyone's awareness to realise that it's here and get them to live as though it's here. We need more people to turn off the news. We need to stop eating all the processed shit that is force fed to us. Like, how is it easier to get a burger here than a piece of fruit? How is it easier to get a processed burger than a piece of natural fruit that is grown on the earth? You know, I tried to get an allotment by where I live just so I can grow my own fruit and vegetables and stuff. And they've literally set up a system for that where it's literally like getting a house. You have to pay all these fees. You have to have a trial period, and not only do they take your fees, but they give you a trial period of 3 months. And if you haven't maintained your allotment or you haven't got stuff growing properly in that 3 months, they take your fees away from you and they take the allotment away from you. They don't give none of it back. And you're like, but why? Why is it so hard to get something that's going to benefit me in a good way? Why is it so hard to get something that's going to benefit the world in a good way? Like, if I was growing all my fruit and veg and I had so much that I knew my family weren't going to eat it all, I would give it away for free. That is the kind of person I am. Like, if I ever made my millions, which I know I'm going to, it's manifesting. When I make my millions of pounds, do you really think I'm going to be selfish and keep all that to myself? I am going to help those in need. I am making change on this planet. I believe water should be free for everyone. I believe fruit and vegetables should be free for everyone. I believe health should be free for everyone. There is a price on everything in this world. This world is in slavery and most people don't even know it. But it's time to wake up, people. If you can't see through the illusion, don't feel bad. That's just their programming doing its job. They're blinding you. They're killing your third eye. Your third eye is real. And it's called your pineal gland. And they are blinding it. They are drowning it. They are cutting you off from yourself and your own power. I'm saying no more. The love revolution is happening. Jesus lives within my heart. Jesus is living from my heart, through my heart, and within my heart. God is guiding my steps. God is guiding my word. The Spirit lives within me. The Spirit lives within you too. You just need to cut off all outside distractions. Get real with yourself. Be real with who you are. Love yourself to the fullest. Be there for the people who need you, and the ones that are proving that they don't need you, leave them behind. It's not good to leave people behind, but we can't rescue everyone. We must focus on saving those who want to be saved. We can't save those who don't want to be saved, because that just weighs the shit down. We don't need that weight. We need to fly free, and we need to fly free with everyone who wants to fly free with us. If you want to continue with your shitty 9-to-5 job, wasting all that time of your life to pay your bills, to live in a house you don't necessarily want to live in, to live in a place you don't necessarily want to live in, then you carry on. I'm not here to tell you you can't do that. Everyone has free choice. You do that if you want to do that. But if you want a better way of living, if you want to live the life of your dreams, and if you want to create a life of abundance for yourself and for your family and for those who you love, then you listen up, because all you've got to do is open your heart up to the world You've got to see past all the corruption and evilness and still choose to love. Don't let this world make you bitter. Don't let it make you fold. We are powerful. We are strong. We are magnetic. We are the creators of life. God lives within every single one of us. And like I said, that doesn't mean religion. Religion has literally put God in a box and tried to tell you this is what God is. If you don't follow our rules and commands, you're not listening to God and you're a bad person. No, that's bullshit. God is free. God is love. God is the light. God is an entity that resides within all of us. God is the love that we are born with. It's time to shut off the news. It's time to stop eating the shit that they want us to eat. Like, a healthy diet is not all about what you eat either. It's about the stuff you listen to. It's about the things you watch. It's about the things you are teaching yourself. If you're just scrolling through Facebook all day, eating a McDonald's, watching the news, yeah, if you're doing all that, you are poisoning yourself. Cut yourself off from this. It's time to create a life we love. The government and all the systems put in place are crashing down. They are going to cease to exist. And when this happens, the whole world's going to be in a state of panic because we're so used to being told what to do. We're going to be like, whoa, no one's telling us what to do. What are we actually going to do? What are we going to do for food? What are we going to do for water? That time is coming, but it's not a time to stress about. It's not a time to panic. It's a time to celebrate when that happens, because we will be free from the shackles. We are shackled into slavery. We are in modern day slavery right now. And when all the prices go up in October, the struggle is going to be real. No one's prepared for the struggle. Money is also a man-made construct. We don't need money. The only thing we need is love. That is all we need. As long as you've got love in your heart, you are a real one. You are a good one. Let go of everything that isn't love. Walk away from anything that isn't love. Choose love in everything you do. Love, 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 love. Love is the answer. Love is the key. Love is the secret. Love is everything we need. Love is healing this world. Through the power of God, love exists. Love is the creator, and love is our creation. Make sure you're creating love.